Hey guys, welcome back to Shop Dog Fabrication. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to mount up the fiberglass bumper. So I've already made my aluminum rear bumper brackets, and you can see that in another video, and I'll have that at the very end of this video so you can see what I did. I'll also show you how I got really nice square holes, to mount the bumper brackets to. I've already done a couple of these. These middle ones, I've got these pre-drilled. I'll show you the drill sizes here in a second. And then basically the files that I use, I hand file these down so I get a nice fit for the bumper bolt. So hopefully it won't waller out, these holes any further. Basically what I do is I drill a pilot hole first using about an 1/8 inch drill bit. And then from there, I go to a larger drill bit. I probably should have done a little more of a step up. In a couple of cases, I chipped out the gel coat just a little bit around these edges. So you may want to do more of a step up. Now the one thing I didn't do, and I'll show some still pictures throughout, is I didn't drill out the hole as large as the hole opening. I drilled it smaller so then I could take my time and file it and get a nice fit. If you wanted to, you could probably drill it to the edges of this and then hand file it, but I decided to go smaller and then take my time and hand file it so that I get a really nice fit for the bolt. So with that said, let me get the camera set up. I'll do a little close-up of me doing a hand filing and kind of do a quick little time lapse so you can see what it takes and how I do it. Now what I do is I use some triangle files. I like using these. These seem to work out really well. If you don't have triangle files, you can use a flat file and start with the smaller one and work your way up. But I've got a couple of triangle files that I picked up at swap meets and flea markets and stuff, for next to nothing. And that's what I'm using to file, these openings out. So with that said, hang tight, let me get set up and we'll go to the next step. So I'll start out with the small file just to kind of open this up a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and use the larger file. And there you go. So you can see, doing a little hand filing, I've got a really nice bolt fit here. So it really worked out well. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the other three, and then we'll come back and we'll work on fitting this to the back side. Alright guys, so now what I've done is I've actually shaped these to the original steel bumper. So that way when I go to set it onto the fiberglass one like I've done now, it has a good fit. So what I've done is loosely clamped the aluminum bumper bracket on the back side of the fiberglass bumper. You can see I've used just a couple of clamps and a couple of scraps of aluminum to hold it in place. Again, these are on here real loose. There's not much force at all on them, so I don't want to do damage to the bumper. And I wanted to make sure that the aluminum, bracket fits flush up against the four holes now on this side, or this would be the right-hand side. If you're looking at from the back of the car, so I can mount the bolt hole. So what I'm going to do is just take my Sharpie, go ahead and outline these, and go ahead and drill these out for the bolt holes. And then we'll go ahead and bolt it up and for both sides, and then we'll go ahead and try to figure out where I need to drill the holes in the aluminum so I can mount it up to the car itself. I'll probably take measurements from the original ones, transfer them over, and you know, do some drilling and maybe a little slotting if needed. So with that said, I'll go ahead and do some drilling here in a second. Bolt it up, both sides, and then we'll go from there. Hey guys, welcome back. So my wife came up and helped me, and she didn't want to be on video. So what we did is we basically, after I bolted on the brackets, you know, we set it up here. We took a Sharpie from the back side, you know, marked where I needed to drill some holes so we could mount the bumper to the body of the car. And I did take a bunch of stills, so you'll see that. And overall, I'm really happy. It's I just need to loosen a couple bolts and get a little better fit. But otherwise, you know, she's mounted. She's nice and rigid here. It's centered up well. So I just need to do now a little body work to fix this. There's a nice big crack right here from the previous owner. You know, they must have dropped something on it, or it got damaged in shipment or something like that. So I'll do a little video on fiberglass repair. But otherwise, you know what, she turned out well. So, you know, there's a few areas I just need to do a little body work. More or less what I'm going to do is I'll prime this and just rattle can it silver, and then I run a flat clear over it to get the nice finish that I want, like the bumpers that I had originally mounted. I do need to get a couple of new bumper bolts, but other than that, I hope this helped you, you know, give you some ideas on how you can mount up your fiberglass bumper. So with that said, guys, as they always say, hit the like, subscribe, and the little bell, you know, for any new content, and thank you very much for watching.